wasn't too long now, was it? Hopefully. Just changed the title of the stream, that's it. Just so I would know which one's which. That this is just the last measly little bit of Shadowbringers Part 3 here. I'll wait a bit for everything to start up and then we'll get going. I think I can just get going now. So, let's go.
I think that's the last of them.
Apparently even they have limits. Nevertheless, we should remain vigilant.
Urianger, something occurred to me while we were fighting. These enemies.
Are heroes hailing from other shards, summoned hither to deliver this world from its doom. Scant moments after the star shower did they appear, as yet more souls were inspired to walk the hero's path, no doubt. Thus did hopes for salvation of realms near and far resonate and converge, lending still greater strength unto our adversary.
So that's Elidibus's game. But first things first. If the rings are the same as the Exarchs, then we need to ask him how that's possible.
The Crystarium is close. Let us press on.
They come.
So near and yet so far.
In the chaos of conflict, one can always find an opening to exploit.
Whoever taught you that is a wise man indeed. And good with a gun, mate. But yes, I dare say we can create an opening wide enough for at least one of us to slip through. That being you, of course. Though others are welcome to follow in your wake. Reen and I will keep our guests occupied.
Brave and selfless as ever. Yet the two of you may struggle to fool our foes, etherically sensitive as they are. Had you a comrade who could use destructive magics to wreak havoc upon the ambient ether, on the other hand?
Very well. I too shall assist in the diversionary effort.
Oh, not this old dance again. Yes, obviously I'll stay and fight. Alphino, I'm about to do a great many stupid and reckless things. Watch my back, would you?
I'm about to do a great many stupid and reckless things.
And there you have it. Take care of yourself, my friend.
Make it a nice big opening, eh?
We'll do our best.
I want to comfortably slip through.
Finished? Then let's begin.
I don't have much of an ass though, so I mean, you don't really need to make it that big. I say humbly. A short while earlier, in the ocular.
"'Tis done."
Oh, let me see, let me see! Oh, yes! Your memories are preserved safely within. We've done it at last!
I have inspected the other vessels. They are all ready to receive of our friends' memories.
Oh, excellent, excellent! I shall have my familiars bear word to them at once!
Elidibus.
It was not until I observed the battle between Emet-Selch and the Warrior of Darkness that I realized what I must do. I will summon heroes from other worlds unto the first, just as you did. Their presence shall serve to empower me, granting me the strength to crush my enemy.
Though it pains me to disappoint you, I feel compelled to explain that the magic in question requires no small amount of preparation.
But you assume I require my champions to be summoned in their entirety. I do not. Their souls needn't even be whole. My purpose requires no more than their burning desire to vanquish evil. This I shall sear upon the ether, raising thereby an army of phantom heroes to whom I shall whisper, as I have to so many over the ages. Here lies darkness. It must be destroyed.
And you expect me to cooperate?
I do not require your cooperation. Your death will suffice. The magic I shall have from your corpse.
Go, Lucas! We must flee!
But what is this?
You'll be glad to know that because of that, Exarch ain't dead, but yeah.
My friend, how did you... No matter, Elidibus. He took us unawares.
It was all we could do. To raise a war to hinder his steps. And so we fled. But he took it. The vessel with the Exarch's memories. Forgive me. Forgive me.
The vessel bears not only my memories, but my blood. The blood of Allegan royalty, granting him the means to control the tower. With it, he has performed I know not how many summonings, calling forth heroes from across the rift. And, as you can see, the burden upon the tower is beginning to tell.
I'm just glad that you're alive. Make sure you stay that way.
If you mean to face him alone, I will not allow it, not this time. Elidibus has exploited the people's nobility, twisted their purest intentions for terrible ends, and I cannot let it stand. As Exarch, it is my duty to protect them, to defend their hopes and dreams. So I am going to the Crystal Tower, with or without your blessing. Though, I would rather it were with. Thank you.
I'd join you, but I would only be a burden. Better that I remain here with my gremlins.
I shall send help. Stay strong, my friend, and take heart. By binding Elidibus within the tower, we have done more than simply delay him. Much like our adversary, I am not wont to show my hand prematurely, but the time has come to bring my strongest card to bear. To the tower!
Exarch, let's go. With your permission, I would make a brief stop at the sensor gate. Just long enough to send a guard to Beckloog's side. Do you understand? Were it not for them, we would never have escaped Elidibus, much less with the spirit vessels. Though mine fell into our foes' clutches, Beckloog gathered up the rest at great risk to themselves. And I see that they are safe before we press on. Enough good people have given their lives that I may fulfill my duty. Warrior of Darkness! Exarch, forgive us this paltry greeting. We were not notified of your coming. It wasn't planned. I need you to assemble a rescue party. My friend Beckloog lies wounded in the clearing to the west. Pray go to their aid with all haste. Once, my lord, may I ask how they came to harm? There have been reports of enemies in our midst. Spectres who appeared after the star shower. Did they have something to do with it? Yes, The man who attacked Beckberg is also responsible for the Star Shower and the appearance of the specters. I have no time to explain, but know that the individual in question does not seek the indiscriminate harm. If you do not bar his servants' path, they will not turn on you. You want to leave this vote to us, understood? Meanwhile, I ask that you alert the rest of the guard and focus on maintaining calm in the city. Understood. Lena. Shall take charge of matters in the city. Find Beckberg now. No time to explain. The graver the matter, the less inclined you are to speak of it, even when it is plain for all to see, like what is happening to you. Lena, this time there truly is no time. I know, my lord. Were matters otherwise, I believe you would even be willing to speak of your past if pressed. Yet I remain afraid to do so. Afraid that I might learn, what I might learn would make a stranger of you. Forgive me, there is no time. Perhaps a few words are in order. Indeed, time must be made. Lena, do you remember the time you got lost in the tower when you were little, and I searched for you for hours on end? And the cake I baked on your 10th name day. That hideous lump the good people, the mean covered up with beautiful candles. And your hapless first encounter with the Sin Eaters as a guard. Afterwards, you threw yourself into your training, pretending nothing was wrong, though I could see the tears in your eyes. All these moments that we shared, all the feelings that accompanied them, they are as real as all that came before, and nothing will ever change that. Will ever change what we mean to one another. If I made you worry, then I beg your forgiveness. Ever known that you deserve better. Through the darkest of times, you have kept faith with me, standing tall as a proud daughter of the Crystarium. As an example to us all, I count myself blessed to have had you in my life, and I want you to know that. Why do you speak so? As if it were our last meeting. Truly, you have a knack for making people worry. A few words, Raha. A few words. Besides, it is you who are an example to us all. You who have led us through countless trials, and you who will lead us through countless trials to come. So go, my lord. Do what you must, but take care. Excellent. Elizabeth will still be within the tower. Our foe's sole purpose is to destroy you, To that end, he has summoned heroes from other reflections, empowering himself with their help, even as they occupy your comrades. You will not best him as easily as you did in the depths. By any measure, the odds are now stacked firmly in his favor. To it spare no preparation, my friend. I shall lift the ward only when you are ready. You may now enter the Heroes' Gauntlet with a party of NPC avatars. Hope's Confluence. You are ready then. Very well. I shall lift the ward. You know, it wasn't so long ago that I watched you seal the place up. Before I become my slumber, you mean? It seems rather longer to me, but yes, what strange symmetry. It's time I break the seal. I have no intention of locking myself away again. Nay, together we will enter, and together we will leave, in triumph. So come, my friend, let us be about it.
Not here either. We must keep climbing. "'Twas but a matter of time. I cannot keep up with you, nor will it avail us to make a stand here. You must go on without me. Find Elidibus and stop him. Worry not, my friend. Though I am no warrior, I have learned to hold my own over the years. When first we explored this tower, you and your fellow adventurers formed the van, while I was left to follow in your wake. Suffice it to say, I was not best pleased with the arrangement. How I wished that I could join you. And now I have, here where it all began. I was right to trust in you, and the power of your legacy, of your name, to let them guide my every deed.
For Elidibus is my name, and my mission, guiding my every deed.
Did you not consider other paths?
I did, but I chose not to walk them, thank the gods. Why ever would you ask me such a thing? Elidibus spoke in similar terms, you say? How curious. To answer your question, then, I made my choice for reasons which seemed obvious to me, but may not to any other. There were the expectations I placed upon myself before beginning my slumber, and the expectations of those who roused me. Of course, I had the choice to turn my back on a lot of it. But in the end, it was no choice at all. I cherish the time I spent with you and the others. What I wouldn't give to return to those halcyon days. Chasing ancient secrets, overcoming trial after trial with the aid of like-minded comrades. And what remarkable comrades they were. In such company, I felt as if I were a character in the epic tales that had stirred my heart as a boy. As if my dream had come true. It hadn't, of course, for I was no hero. Neither then nor after. Though the world to which I awakened and the first were beset with myriad problems, I rarely knew how best to play my part. There was, however, one thing of which I was certain. That I could not bear to let those dear to me meet a tragic end. I'm afraid our time is up. Go! Rest assured you haven't seen the last of me. I wouldn't dream of playing my trump card save in your presence. Break!
Memories of a possible future. Worthless. All. Worthless as memories of the only past. Fated to fray and fade into oblivion. Leaving naught but a gaping void. The Waking Sands. Yes, that was the place. The place I first made myself known to you and yours. The Seventh Rejoining had left the realm listing dangerously towards darkness, and events were unfolding that threatened to push it over the brink. Thus did I approach you in my capacity as emissary, thinking that you would make a useful pawn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Emet-Selch pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the Unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. It falls to me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the Convocation of 14, I will see this done.
Those who once relied upon you are no more.
What of it? I have my mission. I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone. We spoke, and I swore. What? What did I... This pain, this torment, is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known. Even should you lose all that is dear to you, even should it cost you your life, you bear the burden and fight on, kicking and screaming until your last breath is spent!
Aye, it's true. We've lost much and more. Known unimaginable suffering. But through it all, we never, ever forgot what was dear to us. And that's what gave us the strength to carry on.
Elidibus, you've no fight left to fight.
No! It will not end here! Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call! The time is come to deliver your brethren from darkness. My heart's sole desire is a world free of sorrow. Join with me now in hope and prayer for the salvation of all! If you would usher in the end, then with my all shall I oppose you. As the avatar of those mortal heroes who fought unfalteringly in all their imperfection. As the warrior of light incarnate. Come, warrior of darkness, let us finish this. invocation of Eld, though not of Hydaelyn's making. What are you? No, it matters not. You are the enemy, and you will fall. Even should it cost me everything, I will not forsake my duty.
You know, as hype as all this is, I'm dreading the queue time. Actually, I shouldn't be, because I'm a tank for one, and for two, this is a really fucking cool fight that a lot of people love to do. It's the Seed of Sacrifice. 7-minute queue. Ouch. Okay. Well, I was thinking it was gonna be a little faster, but whatever. Hold up there. Oh, he's gone. Well, I'm sure he's gonna wait for my 7 of our friends to come in. I'm going to turn up the everything, because everything in this fight is badass, so... I'm afraid I may or may not have actually played this on stream. I hope that if you've watched through the VODs that you skipped that part. It would make sense if you did. We might have played through the fight on stream. I'm thinking, because, like, I'm thinking I did this really recently, right? But I'm thinking I must have either done it off stream, done it to, like, do it for someone else, like, for their completion, or I accidentally did it on stream because I was doing a trial for it while Stops was gone. So, Patrick, if you're watching the VOD, I hope you didn't actually watch that part, but then again, it's probably too late to say that now. I don't know. Either way, your present self hasn't even fucking finished Realm Reborn yet, so I can't really say much. The music is badass. Fun fact, okay, not a very fun fact, but besides Shotoken, who's the composer of the Shotoken has cancer, and he actually was diagnosed with it last year when this patch came out. He composed this very track while in his cancer bed. This track. Yeah. Nobody in the 14 community could believe it when they heard it. By the way, nobody could, and everybody like wanted to give him like so much because that's hey. It didn't take long for humans to show up. Like I said, this is a badass fight. People want to play this. Let me actually. Okay, I saw that I had a skip off. I just wanted to make sure the skip was off. By the way, this is the true Dissidia fight. How fitting is it that Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 is like the Warrior's Light of Final Fantasy 1. In Final Fantasy 14. Truly, this is the true Dissidia.
For our world, I will strike you down. This battle shall be our last.
Music's good. We're fighting The original Amana Warrior of Light. It's the peak of that attribute here. Okay, so fire 2 is freeze. We have to stop DPS for a couple seconds here, so we won't get fucked. There we go. Blizzard, opposite, we have to keep moving in order to not get fucked. I don't know what the exact name of that is, but
Be gone! Spawn of shadow!
he's used Blizzard, he's gonna use his next attack with Blizzard.
Darkness must be destroyed!
So this next one we have to move alongside it is difficult.
Gleaming steel! Like my path!
God damn it, I've been pre-programmed to say Executive Light when he says that exact line. Why? Well, because it's the Executive Light. There it is. Move over here, he summons Bahamut, so move over here. He truly has all the abilities of every warrior of light that he comprises of. No matter! If you will not fall, then you shall be banished instead! Rifts swallow you! Here, where we Ascians have been forced to retreat time and time again, you will meet your demise. Of course, we need to spam our will of defiance here. Struggle all you like! Even should you break free, there's no way back. You clutch the crystal of Azem to your breast and wish upon it with all your heart. And so it ends! An unceremonious silence. Until...
You! It cannot be!
Guess who? Oh, you will so recognize them after in a little bit. If you don't recognize that wave, you were not watching the streams.
To me, warriors of light!
That's all okay. This next part is even more badass.
I am salvation given form. Mankind's first hero and his final hope. For victory, I render up my all.
Check it.
Your demise.
He has a limit break bar. Darkness versus light!
You still stand. Very well. Be gone, spawn of shadow!
Then blue blizzard again? So next sword attack, we'll have blizzard attack. So you have to do the blizzard mechanic. This is a different attack, it's not a sword attack, so... It is a black-white mage attack. They have to stand in their powers because the black and white mage are doing a joint holy and flare spell.
Darkness must be destroyed!
Here is where we move. Or do the mechanics. Hell Dragon die! Yes! Something even more than oh god, that hurt. Something even more than Star Diver. He dives down as a big AoE, summons Bahamut. These are both salted earth places, so we have to go over here to avoid the salted earth. We have to don't stack. Okay, so the guy with that anti-stack has to not stack. To the better end, I'm going to only assume that is a tank buster. And indeed it was. By the way, he has 4 limit break bars, and that's not the only limit break he can do. Another mechanic he does, to the limit. He has limit break 1 ready right now.
My soul knows no surrender.
He's going to use Braver on it. The melee DPS first.
Oh, grant me strength.
Charging up another limit break. He's Cloud from Smash Brothers, yes. Using the ranged OD2, don't stack those. There's 2 stack markers and you don't want to stack both of them together. Thank God we didn't. And now, limit break 3. Meteor. Or otherwise known as the Black Mage limit break 3.
Gleaming steel, like my power!
Oh, fuck. Gotta move. Moving. No dragon died. Gotta make sure everyone's up for that because clearly he's dying on this. Too much.
Be gone! Sword of Shadow!
And dealing fire, so his next sword attack we cannot move, otherwise it fucks us. Next Spectre of Light, Spectral Ninja. He's going to cast a pushback, which I can avoid, but yeah.
Darkness must be destroyed!
Start moving? Alright, the people with the Bahamut's pointing towards them, they don't want it for the Bahamut's pointing towards everyone else. Yeah, they have to point those away. The warrior has a that mechanic. This fight is badass. There's too much happening. I can't describe everything with words.
My beauty! No, not yet!
He's being smothered in effects right now, by the way. But it doesn't matter.
Be gone! Sword of Shadow!
And boom, we did it.
No, I cannot fail. I will not.
I shall commendate our white mage. Hitting that once. That fight is actually really hard for a normal version, though, so makes sense.
Fool! You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, yet I will never surrender.
Elidibus, so fixated were you on my memories of the future, you failed to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower. This beacon of hope for mankind. Created to serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens. To harness and bind the boundless. Not unlike white auracite. Your ill-begotten power. Obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
This... Yes. I would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believed. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elidibus. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiac. For them. My people. My brothers. My friends. Stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it.
I concede I may have overexerted myself. Steady now and listen. I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you. We have averted the 8th Umbral Calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and, last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrend. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask.
Promise.
If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me? Thank you. My friend, with you, my mind and memories shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
the Exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the Scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the Source. The Warrior of Darkness, however, retained his ability to traverse the two worlds at will. And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of his link to the First, and of hope.
Days that followed the Knight's return. Almost. Somnus, if you are ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? So you reached out to Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved. I only did as you asked. I suppose you did. But the important thing is this. Though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another and the star may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how was that possible? A gift from Emet. He knew of Elidibus' plight, foreseeing his own death. He made provisions to bring Elidibus' suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue to struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is to remember the events as they happened. No more and no less, as Ronkin so rightly put it. History is learned, not lived. Ah, there you are. Gotta stop putting question marks in character names in non-voiced cutscenes, because I will have no idea who the fuck it is and no idea what the fuck type of voice to attribute it to. My friend, we were given to understand thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the gods not made such a fuss. Now, tell me what's happened. Where is the Exarch? I see. Somnus, will you show me his spirit vessel? Both his soul and memory seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, Zephyr was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar to the imbuing, but I needed to be as certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul to his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as its own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source of summonness, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home now. Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation. So one would hope, but none can speak for over the Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essences blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply. Yet the answer I received was much rather longer than that. Almost comically so, in fact. Regardless, out of respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. Ahem! As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous. Burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast. So deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I looked around me, I am reminded that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Volfrey, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people, who chose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time, they have all shared the one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them the outpourings of a dewy-eyed boy, the old man the Exarch seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been hiding. I dare say he is blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence, after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now's the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Sliverbell. Let us reconvene here anon. There remain some few matters which require mine attention in El Meg. May I leave Fakrid in thy care, child? I've been meaning to get some flowers from Envilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we could go to Nabatharang together, one last time. A fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Yilmore for me, amongst other things. I owed the mayor an apology about his airship. I assume you have places of your own to be, Alite. I shall see you later. As you've probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head, but I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but the Exarch does. If only in spirit. So I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. Of course. I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged about on his hero's back. Yeah. So let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see how Ulrich's doing. Alright. In the spirit of adventure, I shall not take a single teleport. It will take a while, but keep in mind, this is the end of the Shadowbringers storyline. This is the last time we were required to go to any of these areas. I will still fly, because, I mean, what's more adventurous than fucking flying through the skies, yeah? I'm just saying that in the spirit of adventure, I will not teleport, or at least try not to teleport. And take our good boy Grahatia, who is not in our inventory, so we don't think of him as a possession. Oh no. We will take the Crystal Exarch on a journey through the first. It's the last one. So, to Amarang we go. Time for the inn at Journey's Head. It's also a good, nice hurrah to Shadowbringers and all the areas and the expansion and whatnot. Both for the fact that we are actually, again, like I said, the end of the Shadowbringers storyline, but also next week Endwalker. So, I suppose it is nice to have one last hurrah throughout the areas we've been so accustomed to. Of this other world. And of course, again, taking Graha on a little road trip, so to speak. Ulrich? Ulrich! Oh god, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly, Somnus, we have to find him. Oh, Alistair, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Ulrich, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They were planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn at the graveyard, then? There he is. I was afraid he'd wander off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Ulrich's safe and well. He's been showing some good progress, and likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Oh, I wasn't aware he had family here. He doesn't. It's Tesleen. His sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. He remembers. What brings you back so soon, out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured, the treatments will continue. Becklug will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy, and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I will miss you all. But it isn't time to say our farewells quite yet. So if there are any tasks that need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. The time with you is precious. That's right, Ulrich. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. And neither will I. Appropriate that I teared up there a little, because it seems that Alize was tearing up too. What? I'm not crying! I just have sand in my eye, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, could you go and look in on the others? Alphino, for instance, if anyone is crying, it'll be him. Cut to him not crying at all. Oh, trust me, I think his tears are dried up after Heaven's Word. So, where's the entrance to Yulmore, might I ask? Where's the entrance to Yulmore not accessible through the fields of it? It seems not. Okay, alright, we'll go to the Crystarium and then talk to the guy immediately next to the guy we're about to talk to. To go to Yulmore. Messages. Okay. Oops. All right. Let's go back to the Crystarium. This will extend the stream time by an indefinite amount, by the way. It is infinitely faster to just teleport everywhere, but... Wait, it won't let me travel straight to Yulmore anymore? Oh, right, you don't unlock that until after 5.3! Let us just go to Clusia. No matter, we'll give Gratia a look at Clusia as well. After a bathroom break, I'm sure he won't mind me taking a bathroom break. I don't think he would mind. On further thoughts and upon further consideration, I don't think he would mind at all. Really. Keep going on this little adventure of ours. To Yulmore we go. The weather changed as we were flying, so everything was, everything became shrouded in fog. I suppose the weather is the same in Yulmore, yes? Oh, cutscene? Neat. Don't have to waste a lot of time. Oh, Alpha, no! Yeah, cut to Alpha no not crying and Dulia Chai instead crying.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
Oh, his eyes are wet though. It's not
The
completely
thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news.
Yeah.
I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
Really? A picture paints 1,000 words.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually.
I love these characters so much.
You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Oh no, I may be troubled to bear it.
There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist, you have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
Tis a strange feeling, Souls, to stand in the company of our friends, knowing that I will never see them. I struggle to reconcile it with my mind. But this I know. I shall cherish my memories of Norvrot, of every soul I met here, for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. Forgive me. I realize now that I haven't asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Oh, just making the rounds. Alice said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I am quite right now. Unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Urian J next. Given his conversance with the idiosyncrasies of the Fae folk, I doubt it will be an issue. But a small part of me worries that we may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. Assuming we have the time indeed, actually. It is 2:20 a.m. I actually kind of want to finish this up while the game is nighttime. But we'll see. We'll see if traveling on foot to Ilmeg from here will take too long. I will sprint, and I will mount, and I will fly, so it won't be too much. Take me to okay, alright, I'm just gonna pretend like there was an airship over to the Tristarium and take it, because holy shit, okay. I think it unlocked the airship to and from Cruzia, after you do Kaishir's, crafter quests that I mentioned earlier, in which case, I guess it just doesn't count me as having completed that quest line, which is strange, because it really, honest to God, should. But no matter. Again, we'll see how the journey from here to, I mean, the Exarch hasn't actually seen, Ilmeg or Lakeland. So, we're showing it off to him. We're showing him off Lakeland for the last time. And then, Ilmeg for the last time. Because I don't think there's anybody actually stationed at Ilmeg, or not Ilmeg, Lakeland. So, we'll use Lakeland as our, intermediary here. I will try and brush past Ryonjae's dialogue, though. Try to. He's very verbose, as we all know. But the effort is there. Going to be there. It's not there yet. Because we're not there yet. We're barely halfway. I suppose since we're basically never seeing any of these areas ever again, I should probably iterate which one of these areas is actually my favorite, and it's Ilmeg. I think I already iterated that. I already said that, that Ilmeg was my favorite. But Ilmeg is totally my favorite. I love it so much. It is very good. It is pretty. It is got the fantasy aesthetic that I look for, mostly. It is based off of one of my favorite locations in Eorzea. Or not based off of, but it's a pretty direct comparison and direct link to Ishgard and Kurfus. And most importantly, all the music's pretty. Very pretty. I might have to travel. I might have to teleport to Rectica if Urian becomes too verbose. Because travel times in this game, I did not expect to be over hours. Urian, how do you do? Ha! That I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as my own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm, which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphino's concerns, thou mayst rest assured that all is well here, far from detaining me. Our Fey friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes into the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I had been meaning to show something to thee. An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Though it hath lost its radiance, 'tis unmistakable crystal of light, one that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred with his body, it might have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive my indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free. Oh, man. Save that which doth abide in thee, it is all that remaineth of our friend. And if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Seto. I can think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever, thou wilt find Diamaro in Wolleckdorf. My thanks on this. Wolleckdorf indeed. I'm starting to fast travel. I'm gonna start to teleport. It's gonna take a long time. This is going to... This next cutscene's gonna leave me destroyed. So it's best to get it out of the way now. Full glad I am to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange spectral foes spent on your destruction. But with the sky turned normal, I assume all is well again. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Faded crystal of light. A crystal of light believed to have belonged to Ardbert, though it has lost its radiance. You would swear that a faint light still shines at its core, as if to remind you that the hope never dies.
Is that Ardbert's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it? Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Close your eyes.
Pardon? Very well. How can this be? Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Ardbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Oh god, the sun had to rise during that scene. The sun just had to rise during that scene. It just had to rise during that scene. Holy fuck. Oh god, that scene always destroys me. I can't take it. Oh god, I teared up a little bit on the other two scenes, but this one... Oh god, dude, this one got the waterworks going. I need some water after this. That was... Hey, check this out. It's a cool castle exit. Check out the cool castle. It's my favorite part of this place. Ah, God, don't mind the onion cutting that happened earlier. Oh God, I love that plot so much. It's spoken with very few words and like 2 cutscenes, but it's perfect. Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seto receive thine offering? I almost cried. No, I did cry. What the fuck am I saying? Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Ardbert liveth on in thee, so too shall I see. So too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Northrend. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue thy tour, might I suggest Sliverbow as thy next destination? The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect he still is heavier than most. Suffice to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. I've seen the place. She needs the help. In all fairness, if she saw my place, she would think that I would need an army's worth of help. So, you know, fair's fair. Ooh! A party! Are they all doing maps? Why are they all wanderers? Why aren't they doing maps on their own server? Whatever. It's nice to see the servers are still populated even as, you know, Endwalker coming out. Actually, who am I kidding? That would be the perfect time for people to come back. Oh, fuck. The lingering effects of that cutscene, man. Ugly tears. Ugly tears. To be fair, this is a much more tame reaction than the reaction I had when I first played this patch. Because holy shit, when I first played this patch, and I watched that cutscene, I had to step away for a little bit. But I wouldn't give the watch anything the first time again. Except not really. Because that would mean permanent memory loss. And that is not fun. It was a very, very, gut-wrenching, heart-warming, the story in general. The story of our great center. Are we actually going towards Replica? Yes, we are. I kind of wanted to witness this next cutscene during night. Never mind! It looks more pretty than nighttime could possibly ever look! This is the rare Weber Celestial event, Umbra Wind. Oh, it's gone. Umbra Wind is very rare. It only shows up very rarely. It's gone now. That is unfortunate. Whatever, I guess. Just know that Replica Great looked like the prettiest it ever will be. Like 30 seconds ago. You like the music here, Gra? Okay. Anyways. Everything gonna be alright? And what is this? Have you come to spy on me? I'm taking Grahaki on a little tour. And helping you clean this. The Zurion J truly thinks so slovenly, but nerve. Loath as I am to disappoint, but I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even paid my farewells. This is everyone save Runa. That is, he's nowhere to be seen.
Master Matoya. For too long, I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Runa, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs. But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day...
On such a day?
You may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Bear hug. Oh.
Runha, really?
Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it's time we headed back to the Crystallium, shall we? Nope. Still want to take... I just got head patted. Okay. Let's see, you still have to take the Exarch to Farang. I see. Very well. You can look in on Fankred while you're about it. It will be a difficult farewell, but I'm sure he would appreciate your support. The path goes through Twine. If you wait there, you will like to meet him on his way back, but if not before. I just got head patted by a friend. Neat. That's the type of game you live in. That's the good type of game we're playing here. Random head pats. One last visit to Nabafarang, the other side of Armorang. You weren't there. Ever, I don't think. I didn't take you there initially. I was going to actually go that ways to Journey it instead, but I figured the bird was faster. What's that? Oh, Norbrand actually? Oh wait, no, he hasn't actually seen the Tempest yet. Should I take him to the Tempest after this? Will I take him to the Tempest after this is actually a question. Not should I. It's out of my hands, after all, whether or not he actually does go to the Tempest. Like not my, it's out of my, like, actual, like, new person human in real world hands, not my character's hands. My character would probably make the idea. He'll probably have the idea. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Then again, time is running short and we're only here to meet friends, mostly. Alright, Magnus, let's go. Let's talk. You too? What is this, my bloody name's day? I see. Yes, Frankfurt was here, and Reen too. They said they wanted to go to Nabafarang, so we gave them the use of the trolley. That's right! The old girl's up and running again! But we didn't just put her back together, mind you. No, with a little bit of help from Master Chai. We made her faster! And stronger! Oh yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever! Whispered, but I reckon it might be the same. Time to reach for the stars with a trolley to dwarf all trolleys! If you ask me, we'd be better off making them smaller. That way they could fit in our shafts. But that's genius! Why didn't I think of that? Enough, you can daydream in your own time. In case you forgot, my priority is to have more working trolleys. That's why we turned to China's. By the way, not to make them one trolley we've got to go faster. We needed help getting a few toddlers back in working order, you see. We were testing them out when your airship came down, as a matter of fact, and you seem to have a habit of crashing things. Oh, don't put me in a trolley then, because I'm actually going to follow suit. We're back. Oh, thanks to the loan of the trolley. Oh, thank God. I didn't have to crash another one. Somnus, what are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. No? Just showing off the range. That's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave. Or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? You could say that. So you're heading home. I'm just a simple miner and don't know much about this world-traversing business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I've got a place to stay at the Crystarium, and don't want for anything. Besides which, I've no shortage of friends I can turn to. Friends like you lot. So please, don't worry. I'll be fine, really. You say so. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm sure I could be barely departed from my family. No, but it's for the best. Rin has chosen to walk her own path. She doesn't need me on her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy you here, dilemma. Well then, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you to call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus. Everyone. Shall we then? If you've nowhere else to visit, we can go to the Crystarium together. Do I have anywhere else to visit? No? Alright, let's go back to the Crystarium. Shouldn't be too much of a plane ride. You get the golden plane this time, the golden mech. Oh, did you want the car? Alright, yeah, let me land this thing real quickly and get the car. Oop. I am role-playing way too much right now, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it, I will be honest. Shot of Lakeland, and the last shot of Crystal Tower is probably the last thing you'll see here. So somehow it's shining brighter than ever. Let's go. Ooh, Crystarium. City you built. Yeah. Jump. Jump. think for Endwalker, I'm going to change my home point to Old Charlie. You're Old Charlie, man. Because I think Gormal is going to be a field area, not a city area. So Old Charlie, probably. Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. I always knew that everyone would leave one day. And I had hoped and prayed that we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I just feel lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together, just long enough to say the things that I need to say. But I'm not sure I can even do that. I'll be there for you. Right. Thank you so much. I feel we are all grateful with you around. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths. Never mind.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Becklug undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
Aye. A more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him. Will you tell him this?
Word for word.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Reflections in crystal. Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Summers? Alright, let's not keep the others waiting. Alright. Let's finish this off. Reflections in Crystal. That would be the name of the patch that we are playing. Patch 5.3. Meaning it is the end of the patch, patch 5.3. Should be at least, I don't know. Last time we got in a 0.3 series. We had an extra addendum to it. But I don't believe there's an extra addendum to this, so... Ah, there you are. I take it you are ready for the journey. The spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Okay. Upon beginning the soul-imbuing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Yeah, as if the stream wasn't already long enough. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Let's just... yeah. Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls then. We're in your hands, Angelo.
Oh fuck, now I have to remember which
It
one's
is
which.
done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls!
Oh no, so I'm assuming it's some, fantasy bullshit where I could just peer into them and just see their face, which I would not be surprised to, actually. I think that's actually how it
I
works.
hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
This will work, won't it?
Assuming I don't mix them up, yeah.
Our theories have held thus far, but I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities, and it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
did it? Are we?
A prayer to keep us ever by your side, an undying promise that we just might carry on.
We're home.
In a song, pray don't forget us, your bygone king.
Oh, you're back! You're back! You're all back!
And should our souls scatter unto the wind, still we shall live.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of popotos, but otherwise, I have never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
Some days later. forgot the heavens were that fun fact. He's reading. She's bored. Fair enough.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
Don't you have anything to say about what? They did get job changes, so it's only appropriate they take their new get-ups with them as well. They're stylishly brandishing their new weapons too. Urianger trying his best to be Yu-Gi-Oh!
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right.
Oh no, you
For your
outdone that.
weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favorite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
Oh, that's
They
the
really
official way.
needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
I always say he's just jealous that she doesn't have new gear either. He doesn't get to have new gear, huh? Sad.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances.
Aw.
But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
Fuck. No, the fourth wall's shattering. Stop it.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat.
Munch. The PS3 died for that, you know.
Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Check out his new
Excellent.
fucking friends.
Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think I...
Gra, really? Just say it, man. Come on. Oh, look at his ears perk.
Right. I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the seventh dawn. Grahatia, at your service. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool, seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help! Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
What? Now wait, just a...
She's flying free,
Here we
man.
go again.
And Alfredo's just like, again. I can tell you, by the way, 80% of the animation budget just goes exclusively to Grahatia, by the way. Cartridges! Because he'll need them, right? No Eber. And Y'shtola was the one who made
I
them.
will join the fray when I've finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
Poetically put.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh.
Don't we look just perfect together? A beautiful ending scene that's about to be spoiled with the presence of a you-know-who. You see the music stopped.
So it was that a new adventure began.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your Radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace.
Notice he doesn't have an Ascian mask, by the way.
Oh, yes.
But he's clearly an Ascian.
They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree? But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I? Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart, that my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions.
There you go. That's the Asian mask. By the way, if you don't remember...
Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc-wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the Unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment! Your radiance, but give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Do as you will. It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. We shall dance before the pyre.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
By the way, Fandaniel there. He's obviously possessing the body of someone that we know. If you don't remember him, it's okay, because neither does fucking Xenos, apparently. So it's nice. Yeah. Just gonna move around here. So I don't display what yours are. Ah, you're back. tell me, Solmus, do you think I was excessively familiar there earlier in my tone and mannerism? I thought it better to be familiar than formal if we were to be comrades, but now I'm worried that I might have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettable less than humble beginnings. Yes, that will do. Being free to live as one place is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me with a focus, a constant push into a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I had often forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I've rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet, if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limited use to you on your adventures. So, I shall persevere. Whoever I might have been before, I am now a scion. And an inexperienced scion at that. A queen initiate, eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause. That he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. Gratia is now available as a trust companion. Yeah. Exiting New Game Plus mode. Yeah, that was what I was worried about, and that's why I zoomed in over here. Out of here, to avoid the spoiler territory that's behind us. Yes, there's still spoiler things happen in Part 4. Make no mistake. But yeah. Holy shit, that was long. But, I'll be, finishing up, rest of the... Oh my god, the sky is red. Gloom is the current lever right now, which is kind of fitting, all things considered. Anyways, we shall end the stream there. Next stream, we will be starting with Part 4, which is the end of the expansion proper, as in, like, the last patch quest of the expansion, as well as the beginning of the Endwalker storyline, which is very important considering it's a week from now. I might consider doing Sorrow of Warlit. I might also considering doing Crystal Tower raids just for Patrick to go through. I don't know. I will probably play that through off stream, maybe, if he's ever online for a long enough time. Shouldn't be that long, hopefully, especially if I am expedient with it. So, and we don't have to wait for queue times as much. So probably during peak hours as well, which is any time really nowadays. Other things, well, not really other things. I'm just going to finish up this whole thing maybe tomorrow, yeah? Or I guess later today, now that it's 1 AM, the new day. I hope it doesn't take too long. I hope it doesn't take as long, I should say. This was 12.5 hours, after all. I wasn't very fast with it, mind you, but it was indeed 12.5 hours. Certainly didn't feel it. I can share thoughts for hours on end about Shadowbringers, about that part of Shadowbringers in particular, about how fucking awesome everything that just happened within the past 2.5 hours was. But I won't. I can just stop here. So I will stop here. And I will back later to finish up what I started here 2 months ago. Good God, this is 2 months in the making.